slithery, slimy snails. Who doesn't love some good escargot? Right, guys? Okay, well, did you know that a lot of this escargot you're munching on comes from cans? Ugh.
In Canada, the Grammy Award winner last year on
A lot of it being imported from Asia or France, and that's leaving chefs in a bind as they compete for that eat local movement that we've all been craving for. Except one chef. He's now looking to change that.
Welcome to Peconic Escargot. Come on in.
It's a snail farmer, Bill, the only one in the U.S., located in Cutchogue, New York.
So here's our little guys, right? This is Helix aspersa. This is a French breed of snail, also known as petit gris. That's what, or little gray snail, as the French call them. So this is the traditional snail that's being raised in France.
I had also reached out to a chef friend at the time who has helped me a lot through the years. I said, do you know of anyone raising snails? And jokingly he had said, no, why don't you raise them yourself? I took it as a joke. I started thinking maybe we could raise snails.
Taylor now has 500 snails in this greenhouse, some just months old, others nearly 2 years old. But this business has its challenges, and raising these snails isn't easy.
They're tricky animals. They really are. You think, I mean, we're just getting into this, but they're actually really picky eaters. The temperature has to be just right. The soil water content has to be just right. Or, you know, they either don't lay eggs and don't produce like they're supposed to, or they die.
And get this, even getting the farm up and running had its challenges, permits, mandatory regulations, all because they are not native to New York. And so the SCA puts forth all these restrictions to run the farm, because if one of them escapes, it could be bad news for the local crops.
They're sneaky little guys. So the other thing is a lot of caulking and the sealing here on all the doors. So that's something, there's not a single 1/8 of an inch gap in the entire place. Because the little snails are very tiny and they will move through those small spaces.
So Taylor is still in the breeding phase of this farm, but then once he does have more snails, he's going to then sell them to local chefs for $35 a pound. So it's a lot of money. And of course, I couldn't do a story without bringing our own escargot to the studio here.
It's funny, I brought my own fork.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you came prepared, Bill, and my mom will be too, because she's the one
your
who
mom
helped
made
me
this.
make them at 8 a.m. this morning.
How did she do it?
So she happened to have, I don't know what she keeps in her pantry, but this should be a good idea for you guys. She had the shells here, and then she had the canned snails. So yeah, imagine eating that local, right? I mean, from locally grown snails.
Canned's good enough for me. It's delicious.
Okay, well, so she...
It's delicious because it's not fishy. It has like it's got a nice texture to it. It's got garlic butter. I taste the garlic and it's delicious.
Why were you afraid that it would taste fishy?
Your mom did a great job.
That's how she cooked it.
Yeah. I would think, I mean, I don't know that you need to knock the cans. I think that people today are always looking for something local. They're willing to spend more for it. For me, I don't care. Can's fine with me.